All right, y'all ready?
Yep. Yes, sir.
All right, I just count it in. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Underground Nerd Nation. I know we've been gone for a minute.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all Dad's fault.
No, it's called life.
That's what we'll call it for today. They say it was life. So I'm Keston, aka DJ Nexus.
Camden, aka Manhope.
Man, Dick, what? What did you say?
Man, Dick. Ain't no. Anyways, go ahead, Adrian. Oh, now we can't hear you at all, Adrian.
Technical difficulties. He's playing.
I'm Dash, aka Dark Shadow.
Yo, we're doing an imitation of a 1910 silent film.
That's what we do.
We just got to put bubbles up over Adrian's head.
Say, I'm Adrian. Off to the side.
You see his mouth move a lot. Then it's like, hello.
No, I told you that.
Cut the screen to black. Black screen. Yes, I am Adrian.
Oh, that's
black screen
funny.
again. I don't know what's going on with my mic.
We're going to hit it with a bunch of black
please.
Black screen
again.
Yes.
Fuck y'all, Adrian.
The tape.
No, we can't hear you at all, Adrian. No audio is coming through.
You sound like a Japanese film.
Pepicon, though.
And we're doing the commentation for you.
Can you hear me now, though?
There you go.
Hey.
What'd you do?
Made it back in. What did you do?
Bro, I'm so confused. Like, so very confused. So if I leave my mic plugged into the computer, but unplug my headphones and plug my headphones into the computer, my mic doesn't work. But if I plug my headphones into the mic, then my mic works. But then I get this weird feedback from y'all. So yeah, I don't know.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Just go get an audio interface. It'll work so much better. You go.
This is the audio interface. I bought this specifically. Look, you know what?
Yes, it's shiny.
Ooh, this product is not good.
Kenny, why is your mic mute? There we
Because
go.
my baby was screaming. We're playing daddy duties, man. So, but
Yeah, we are.
Still want to give the people what they want.
I understand. So on this episode, we're gonna talk about She-Hulk because the season finally ended. I thought it was only supposed to be 6 episodes, and they went to like 9. I was like, okay.
Can I put this on record?
What was that?
Oh shit.
She-Hulk has been the most fun show I've watched since all this Marvel show thing started.
You know,
I
on record,
loved it.
every guy that's been trashing She-Hulk is about to roast you. Even though
Really?
I don't understand what they had a problem with, because I like She-Hulk too. I thought the
She-Hulk was great.
fun. Yeah, so
It was an awesome show.
It was
I
okay.
loved it.
It was all right.
Like, I loved it. Yeah, I loved it for what it was worth. Like, it was fun.
I didn't really
Good
care
time.
till episode 8. I didn't really care till episode 8. That was like my favorite episode. That was it.
Of course. Episode.
Man, how you gonna mess up that episode with Madison with an N and two N's and a Y?
Yeah.
Yo, cause them Madison episodes had me dying, bro.
Right?
Crying.
Yeah,
Wongers. I was like, no, you didn't call the Sorcerer Supreme Wongers. Yo, she on that level though.
Yeah, she really was.
I mean, the cameos they kept bringing in was just phenomenal. So, I mean, we got Hulk back in like episode 1, and then they just kept adding stuff every episode.
And I mean,
I don't know, maybe
go ahead.
I don't know. Maybe I'm hit or miss with the fourth dimension thing.
Oh, you talking about
Or
with
the fourth wall
stuff?
breaks.
Yeah,
Did you not like
Exact-
Deadpool?
I mean it was okay. It wasn't like my no, it was okay. I don't have a problem with it. I gave it like a 8.
Hold up. Hey, Dash.
Hmm?
If Sony would have made She-Hulk, would you have liked it more?
It was. I mean, when I watched it, it was like it wasn't bad. Like I don't know what people say as far as trashing it. I don't know what to compare it to as far as being trash. I mean, but it was okay. Like I had nothing bad to say about it. It was just
Let the record show that Dash dodged the hell out of that question.
I said
On record.
I mean, I don't have nothing bad to say about it. It was okay. Like I'm not like oh, it was garbage. I didn't like it. It was like I watched it. It was entertaining, but that's not all I'd say about it.
Okay. I mean, I'm not bad at that. You gave it a better review than a lot of these dudes online. I really think most of them was judging it just because it was She-Hulk and it was talking something about, at least the ones I saw, they were saying stuff like they're tired of Disney doing this social justice warrior stuff and blah blah. Why are we getting another female lead character and why is the Hulk like being trashed in it? Like it was a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like,
I mean, I feel bad for women superheroes anyway because people they take that too serious. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
the type of person who was like because it's a female main cast that it's completely trash, whatever. And I mean, and I know with the I guess Marvel or DC they're trying to introduce a lot of female stuff, and I don't think I have a bad problem with it. Actually, most of them have a good storyline to it. I just people are used to the original, like they like one thing and they want to stick with that one thing, and because everything's changing, they can't accept change, and so it just makes things harder.
yeah. That's what I think it is.
They just see men like that though, just chauvinistic pigs. Like you
I think-
can't take. I mean, I don't understand how could you not like the character of She-Hulk. I mean, the fact that she not only is one of the strongest characters in Marvel, but she also keeps her composure and can actually control this Hulk as to where Bruce Banner can't.
Mhm.
Like,
I think a lot of it also has to do with the fact that a lot of people don't really know She-Hulk as a true comic book character. Like they just assumed that Disney wanted a female hero and they're like, oh, let's just slap a she in front of Hulk and make it a female. And that's not the case. Like She-Hulk's been around for decades. So
and plus,
you never know what people are thinking.
I love how the show kind of it gave you that aspect of it was yes, it was a fun time, but it was actually a lot deeper if you look at it like because it showed, women of power. Like not only was, Jennifer Walters powerful within the Hulk form, but she also was a lawyer. So she was powerful in a sense of outside of that with the law. So, but you've seen that turmoil and struggle when she would go on those dates. She couldn't get a date on just regular Jennifer Walters because she didn't seem powerful. She seemed fragile and weak. But when she was Hulk, she was strong.
Everybody was attracted to the
and everybody was,
She-Hulk.
yeah, exactly. But the mind of Jennifer Walters is what makes her so dangerous because she is intelligent, she is smart, but she fights for people not only as Hulk form, but also for those
That just need a good lawyer.
that needs a good lawyer. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that takes the character into it. Just put it into that light, but people don't want to see that, which is whatever. But I take it for what it is. I mean, the show was a fun time. She's a fun character, and just true to the book. I mean, old girl got around, She was a champion she was a champion in the sheets, cuz like that's what she
I
was.
thought, oh God,
That was the thing, is like they was trying to slut shame her and everything. And it's like, because I remember when the twerking episode came out, and I say the twerking episode, it was really like what, 2 minutes at the end of an episode.
It wasn't even 2 minutes. It was like 40 seconds.
Wasn't even significant to the show. It was just this happened, like one random cameo, and everybody lost their mind. Why is She-Hulk twerking in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Why not?
Exactly.
I thought I was doing the guy by Snoo Snoo. I was like, you better go with She-Hulks. That's by Snoo Snoo.
Hey, when she carried old dude off that couch after fighting that portal full of demons, I was like, oh, his pelvis is about to be destroyed, son.
Yeah.
Hey, he was a big guy too, but this is She-Hulk we talking about.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think woke up. He's who the fuck is you? Yeah. He was like, oh, I gotta go.
And dipped out too.
Oh,
And I got go ahead.
I was just saying that was messed up. And she had made breakfast for him. I would at least stayed and ate.
Hell yeah.
I got me some pancakes.
Right.
Like,
What? Yo,
That
I
food
just
look
stay
good
with
too.
it in general. Come on, cuz she's Hulk and she's a lawyer. Yo,
She keep you out of all types of trouble, legal and physical. Like you
That's
safe
double
all the way around.
Yeah, I did like how in either first episode, second episode with Abomination, when he broke out of jail, when they tied it in with the Doctor Strange 2 movie that came out, when he went to the fight in the arena.
that was Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Oh, it's actually, oh, okay. I knew it was one of those Marvel movies. But I did like how they kind of drew that back to that.
How they connected everything back together.
Mhm.
Dash, that's a good point though, because remember at the very end of Shang-Chi, like the cut scene, you see like Captain Marvel and Bruce Banner. And this is the first time we've seen Bruce Banner as not the Hulk. Like for the past few movies, he's been stuck as Hulk. And I was like, yo, how did he revert back? And then of course in She-Hulk, we find out this dude has made a solution to his problem where he doesn't have to be Hulk.
Yeah.
Which is different now because Abomination could never. I don't remember him ever doing that. I remember him being Abomination and he couldn't go back.
Yeah.
Like, he was Abomination.
I remember that too, but remember that was what movie was that? That was the original Hulk, right?
Yeah.
There was
No, I think that was the one with Edward Norton.
Oh
okay,
yeah,
there was one.
he was saying the original Hulk. I was saying it from that perspective, like the second Hulk.
Yeah.
The second Hulk movie we got with Abomination.
We don't count the first. We don't count that first one.
Yeah, nah.
And boy, it put into perspective how big Abomination was in that last episode when Hulk came in. I was like, damn, is Abomination really that much bigger than Hulk?
Yeah.
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you though, like Hulk King, that dude looked. I don't know what was wrong with him. Like he looked a little too unswole to be a Hulk. Like he looked mad tiny to be a Hulk.
Who?
Oh, you talking about in the episode where she changed everything around?
Yeah, that last episode with that dude you inject himself with the Hulk serum.
Oh, you talking about Todd?
Yeah, Todd, that's his name.
I was looking at. I was kind of thinking the same thing. I was like, you ain't really grown. I was like, you don't look like a Hulk. You look like.
He looked like a Drax, and Drax is definitely smaller than Hulk.
I did feel bad her. Go ahead.
He looked like Hulk. He looked like Lou Ferrigno Hulk.
Yes, they took it all the way back. But they also did that in the intro for that last episode, which I thought was brilliant.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Oh yeah,
so beautifully done. I love
the way they took it back. Took it back to.
I had a smile on my face the whole time.
Dude, it was so amazing. It's just
shout out Lou
like
Ferrigno,
man.
Yeah, because he came back for a few episodes. I mean, not in She-Hulk, but he's made cameos in some of the movies, hasn't
he? Yeah, Lou Ferrigno has definitely made some cameos in the entirety of the MCU.
He was a cop.
He also,
yep.
And I want to say he voiced Hulk in one or two of the movies, but I can't remember exactly which ones.
Man, still making money off that. I
How about when Porcupine took his mask off? He was, come on, take your mask off. Yeah, okay.
Well, they was like, woo.
Oh yeah, because
It's like, how long you got to be in the suit for your face to smell?
that's what I was about to say. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, bruh, like what were you doing in that suit for that long to where, because it apparently it didn't stink until he unmasked himself. So it's like it released all the stench that was just bottled up in there. So first of all, how are you surviving with that? Like, how are you surviving just smelling your stench like that all day?
He's
acclimated. Yeah, that's nothing for him.
But tell me this: why was Dracula still alive? Why Dracula over here? Look, I'm going to over.
The dude that thought he was a Dracula. You don't drink blood.
I bet that dude's suit smelled like methane gas and ass cheeks.
Man, he probably smelled like his suit should have came from the garbage heap. Like that was the suit that he rode on the back of a garbage truck for like years, and it just accumulated all that grime and dirt and shit. And that's why he looked like a porcupine. Like that looked like there should be a backstory just to his suit.
Oh no, I'm good.
One day, a pimp walking down the street fell into a garbage truck and became porcupine.
I wonder what is his power. Also, was Blade sticking out his back. That's
Hey, nice. That dude was ready though. That dude kept withdrawing his weapon. He was like, "Let's fight." I was like, "Yo, it's so ready."
But the lightning sword away.
And who's the other dude? Man Boy or something like that?
Man Bull?
He looked like a
Man Bull,
demonic bull. I mean, a demonic goat.
Yeah, he looked like, he looked like something that should have been like Hellboy or something.
Well, he looked like an extra on there.
Yeah, he looked like something Hellboy would have fought like in like a little side scene or something.
I did like that her friends were like a really good sidekick, but they actually had like a good meaning in this show. Like,
oh yeah, like they were actually helping her.
Yeah, like her best friend actually able to get her a suit, and then the guy was able to kind of infiltrate stuff. Like at least the side characters had an important role. Even when she wasn't there, she was able to solve the case with like Immortal when he kept having like 8 women and he was trying to solve everything, and the best friend was still able to solve the situation. I thought that was kind of cool.
Let's talk about that dude for a second. My man kept killing himself, kept faking his death to get out of marriages. Like I have a problem. I have a problem with it because like you didn't think at no point in time like people's paths was gonna cross. Like Adrian, your mic went out again.
Black screen.
Black screen. This is bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Another black screen. Why is it doing this?
Technology.
All I can think about is old 1960s kung fu flicks with this man right now. Hello.
Sometimes go late and fucked up.
All his audio will come in like later in the episode.
Just a rush of sentences and words. Still can't hear you, bro.
Oh, good one. I'm coming.
Yo, go get your gaming headset. See if that'll work.
Neo.
This is some ghetto stuff. This is ghetto. But it wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be us if it didn't happen.
Yeah. This is UNN at its finest.
I'm glad I fixed the time limit problem because
oh yeah,
that would have been eaten into it.
Been in trouble.
Yeah, as you know, episode 8 was my favorite. I was like,
remind me what happened on 8.
That was Daredevil.
Daredevil.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Probably the single greatest Marvel episode out of all.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when they went after when he infiltrated the building and he was in all this.
Frog, what was this? Leapfrog?
Yeah, whatever that dude's name was. I can't remember his name.
Bro, them cats made Daredevil do the walk of shame. I was hollering.
I was too.
Hollering.
Yo, let me tell you something real quick though. Because I was like, Facebook is trash because one of my friends on Facebook ruined that part for me.
Oh.
Because it was bad as it was kind of like a two-parter for me because first of all, I thought She-Hulk was done. I didn't know they was putting out more episodes, so I wasn't even looking for it. But I just first thing I see on Facebook, not them making Daredevil do the walk of shame. That's what her tag. That's what her caption said. I was like,
hey. Fred was like, I just saw a devil guy walk with a walk of shame. He said, oh yeah, that was you.
I instantly went in her comments. I said, you can't put stuff on Facebook until 3 days. I need 3 days before
now my
you put
question
stuff like
is,
that on.
what confused me that is, if you watch the series on Netflix, wasn't he with somebody? Wasn't he with the girl at a point in time, right? So what timeline is that in?
I think they discussed it. I can't remember if it was in. No, it had to have been in She-Hulk. But I feel like there was at some point they talked about the fact that he was no longer with her.
Okay.
Like they talked, I can't remember the exact words, but it was real quick. I want to say it was when they was talking on top of the roof after they had raided the warehouse.
I
want to say it was talking. It was kind of like it was led to believe that he wasn't with her anymore.
Well,
okay.
It took me. Well, of course, they hinted at Daredevil, and I think it was like an episode or two before where they showed his suit
mask. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yellow.
Yo, that was dope. I love how they did that.
Yeah, and then episode 8 comes, and he was like, "Yeah, my lawyer's gonna be here." Then here comes in Matt Murdock, and I just was like, cold chills, man. I was just so happy.
And the fact that he won the case like it was nothing. Like he was like, "Oh yeah, you're about to live."
He destroyed her so fast.
Well, she didn't have all the facts either because old dude lied to her. So
yeah, but at the same time, she should have checked.
Her dude said rocket fuel.
Yeah.
She said, "What? You didn't read the instructions?"
Black screen.
Back in like that?
Adrian's back.
Oh,
I've been back. I still got weird audio in my headset though. I don't know what the problem is. But continue, my bad.
You know what's crazy? It took me a second to realize they were in San Francisco. I was like, yo, what is Daredevil doing way out here in San Fran? This man's all fucking New York. But then it clicked. I was like, yo, apparently this dude's the only dude that makes suits.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And he was like, my suits are perfect. I don't fuck up. And I was like, yeah. I felt like she was wrong anyway. I was like, yeah, this guy seems like he don't fuck up.
Leapfrog. What a terrible freaking guy. Oh my God. This man's named after a book.
He was trying to fight. He was like,
isn't that a company too? Like,
yeah, it's a
company.
I'm sorry, it's a company. It's a toy company.
Yeah, they make learning games.
Man's named after kids learning.
That man need to take some of them learning games, learn how to read instructions.
Man, out there like Floyd Mayweather.
You know what surprised me? The guy he was getting mugged the first time. The guy that had to let you back. I thought when they went to the retreat, he was still gonna be bad, and then found out he was actually a good guy. Then, like I thought that was kind of surprising. I was expecting him to like do something to her when he was working with Abomination, the little passion group, and he would actually change his way. I was like, oh, okay, he's actually changed his way. I thought he was BSing the whole time.
Yeah, it was actually kind of an interesting episode when she went to his little retreat and she had no internet or anything, so she had nothing to do but sit there and wait and try to, I guess you'd say, find herself.
I'm still mad about Manbull and old Matador dude just smashing up her car like that. Like, they didn't even feel that bad about it. It was just a casualty of war for them. Like, yo, the car shouldn't have been parked in the driveway.
Straight trash her vehicle.
Yo, if I was She-Hulk, I would have whooped their ass.
Oh, I would have
would've
smashed
beat
him.
the crap out of it. Oh, I would have lit them up. I would have.
Didn't she start like?
No, she
fighting
kind
them
of
a little
just
bit?
she just separated them basically.
Oh,
Like she ain't really fighting them. I'm talking about like I would have threw hands,
Oh yeah, they would have had to catch all that.
all of it. I would have thrown hands. They would have had problems.
They would have had to catch all that.
All of it. Especially with how expensive cars are now. No, yeah, y'all catch.
And she made a point to point out like how important her Prius was. It wasn't just regular Prius; it was Prius Prime. She was like, "Yo, I paid extra for this version, and y'all gonna fix my stuff."
Oh man.
So I got a question. How did you feel about the very last episode? Because I know a lot of people had very mixed emotions on it.
Are we talking about like shattering the fourth wall? Or are we talking about who showed up?
Like absolutely, they just destroyed the fourth wall. Like they put that bitch in a blender.
You know what? I thought it was kind of cheesy at first until we met Kevin. Once we met Kevin, that made it a lot better. Once we saw who Kevin was in this, I was like, you got me again.
They did.
I'm with it.
I was like, oh, we about to see Kevin Feige?
That's what I was thinking. The whole time she was saying, you need to go speak to Kevin. But you know what was catching my eye? Because whenever we watch TV, we have the subtitles on just because if Lucas starts screaming, we can at least read what's going on.
Right.
But we had the subtitles on, and whenever they would say Kevin, it would be the capital K dot capital E, like that. But then when she would say Kevin, it would just be normal. And I was like, why are they doing that? I was like, what's about to happen?
You had a hint beforehand.
Yeah. But then once I actually saw who Kevin was and they put the little black hat on him, like integrated into the thing, I was like, yes, y'all got me again. I am with it.
I'm mad that she was able to change Kevin's mind so quickly. She was like, hey, why can't we do it this way? And he was like, proceed with your recommendations. I was like, hey, that was easy. Usually AI is not that easy to, fix, as in my audio issues. You see what I did there? I just broke the fourth wall.
This guy.
I mean, hey, she's top-notch lawyer. She got to have some negotiation skills.
I had mixed reviews about it. I don't know how I felt about it. Like, I understand. I like how they threw all the other movies in there and Sue, how it's kind of related to it, but it messed up the flow of the ending too. Like it didn't have to necessarily be an all out battle of the ending, but it was really weird. I don't really know how I felt about that. I'm like people with the mixed review about it.
Well, I mean, I thought it was just I like the fact that it was different because like the previous episode. Well, no, not the previous episode. Oh no, yeah. The previous episode where she was talking about like she broke the fourth wall to say, we're not over yet. There's supposed to be a climax coming. Like she was saying that there's about to be a climax coming, and that's when the whole thing happened with the projector and all the other stuff. But I like the fact that they kind of led to that. So you're thinking there's going to be this big fight at the end, and thought we was going to get Red Hulk for a second, which I'm kind of glad they didn't waste it on him. But
I thought it was gonna be something with. Actually, I thought what's the Titanium woman?
Titania.
Yeah, Titania.
I thought they would give her the serum and she was gonna turn to something, and it'd been a battle like between them.
Well, you know, there is a red She-Hulk, isn't it?
A red She-Hulk? No,
I don't know about that.
Hold on, let me look it up. Because I'm pretty sure I saw that somewhere. And you be scrolling through Facebook and it could be BS, but
I will say this. That last episode, I mean, it was beautiful. I'd really have to give that last episode a 10 out of 10. Like not so much just because of the fourth wall break and not so much just because of the chaoticness that was the fight before she broke the fourth wall. But like for a minute there, they actually had me. Like when they clicked back to the Disney home screen, I was like, "Yo, who sat on the remote?" Like,
Yo, I did the
Oh,
same thing.
it really got me.
I literally started looking for my remote. I was like, how did I do that? And then she came through. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was sitting there
Y'all,
watching,
Disney, you got me.
busted through, and then she was like, and then they had the whole. I was like, yo, this is brilliant.
Brilliant.
And then she was like,
Brilliant.
let me get down here to Avengers Assemble, and smashed through it. Then she's walking through the park and stuff like that, and everybody's like, oh my god, it's She-Hulk. I'm like, yo, she's not real. But they made her real. It was wild. It was wild.
Really, the only issue I had with this whole series was how they ended. Like, and not really the finale, but like that last little tidbit we got with Hulk and Scar. Like,
my man said, here's my son, and showed Scar. Oh, I screamed. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yo,
y'all
I
want to
did the
film?
same
Y'all
thing
want to
because I
film
was
this?
like,
I don't know what I want to film me in about that scene.
so basically, Scar is Hulk's son from Sakar, but like basically he grew extremely fast. Like it's not like we missed a whole bunch of his life. Like basically he was born basically full grown, essentially.
like when we saw him, he was probably 2 years old.
Yeah.
Wait, where did we see him?
In the
She-Hulk.
last episode of She-Hulk.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I just don't know who he is in general. Like, is he a real
Yeah, he's
Scar?
an actual character. Oh, by
Yeah.
the way.
But
Yeah,
essentially
Scar,
that
yeah.
means we grazed over Planet Hulk. Like we didn't grazed over that.
Oh, come on now. But I'll say Red
Lord.
She-Hulk is a thing.
It is a thing?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, that's like super new.
But I'll say
Yeah, because I've never heard of that before.
I don't think it's that new. Hold on, let me, because I am on Wikipedia, so.
Man, Dash put that up 3 weeks ago.
You.
Hey, Dash, see them showing Scar and them being in San Fran. I'm telling you, they're trying to set up West Coast Avengers.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're
And
doing.
Is that what Scar deals with?
He's part
He's
of
a
West
part of
Coast.
the West Coast Avengers.
Okay, yeah. See, I didn't know that was an actual real person. So
Yeah, Scar's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Scar's that dude.
Because I also think the West Coast Avengers, I think they're going to try to, with Scar being in there, I also think they're going to eventually bring in T'Challa's kid. Eventually. Now, I don't know exactly how that's going to work since it's so early for Scar to show up, which with Scar showing up, I'm wondering about this whole, what is it, Planet Hulk? No. So, to give
it should be Planet Hulk and then Gray Hulk, right?
No, what I'm talking about is there is a storyline from how Scar got here, because Scar got here because Hulk didn't know he had a son. Like,
yeah, it was
Hulk
like the old one or something like that. Who's the mother? Like the old strong. It's the old. I don't remember her actual name, but like they call her something the old strong. So she's Scar's mother. I don't know what happens to her.
She got killed. Like that's the thing. She got killed. Hulk thought the Avengers on Earth had something to do with it, and that's when you get like World War Hulk or something like that, right?
Yes,
I believe that sounds right.
And Scar, because Scar thought his dad abandoned him. He thought a Hulk abandoned him, so he kind of grew up resenting Hulk. And then and to Camden's point, like Scar is ridiculous. Like he has like mystical powers and all type of shit. Like he's a problem. So I'm really interested to see how they implement him in this, like going forward, especially since we know we're gonna get Secret Wars now. So I'm like wondering what part he's gonna play in that too.
Yeah, because Battle World's coming.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all this: how do y'all feel about them hinting at X-Men twice in She-Hulk?
Bro, when they said the actual word X-Men, she's like, when if we get an X-Men? I was like, oh my gosh, bro, y'all are just hitting me with haymakers right now.
Well, I was about to say, you talking about in like the last episode, she hinted at, she said, when we're gonna get the X-Men.
Yeah, she said that in the last episode, but then what was it? Episode 2? Kirsten?
There was 2. Yeah, I think it was episode 2 they hinted at Wolverine the first time.
Yeah.
And then I think it was episode 7 where she broke the fourth wall, talk about possibly getting Red Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
They hinted at Wolverine then too, because you saw her friend jump out from behind from the wall, and she had like the makeup things in her hand, but they were like Wolverine's claws. There was like 3 of them.
I missed that one.
Yeah,
I see it now. I think of it now. You mentioned that.
Yeah, they hinted at it then too, because she had it in both hands. So I was like, yo, they keep hinting at Wolverine, and y'all not putting no X-Men in these movies yet. Like, stop playing with my emotions. Either you gonna do it or stop playing with me.
Yo, Ryan Reynolds already done broke the internet when he came out with the Deadpool 3.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
Yeah, so we know.
Yeah, wait 2 years for that bitch though.
Oh, yeah,
so long.
25.
One
25, right?
little cameo from a freaking preview broke the internet.
And it wasn't even a preview. It was just them in the house talking, which only like Ryan Reynolds is the only one that could sell a movie and just say, hey, we thought of everything, but we also thought, let's bring Hugh Jackman back for one more movie. And then Hugh Jackman walks by and everybody's like, yo, like
you can't replace him. You can't replace him. That's great, man. I'm glad, because when he died, man, I was like, no, I'm doing X-Men. I don't really care no more.
Wolverine, Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is one of those. And look, I get it. If we're talking about comic book or animation styles of Wolverine, he's supposed to be much shorter. But I'm sorry, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. Like, he is.
Actually, I thought he was pretty tall. I think they said he's actually not short.
No,
right?
Wolverine.
Wolverine
5'3".
Yeah, he's short.
I would say he's that short.
Like,
I'm pretty sure he's that short. Like, this dude is under 5.5 foot tall.
Yeah, dude, he is short.
Because
I think he's tall. I think he's taller than
that.
No, he's not tall. I was gonna give him 5'7".
No, he's
no, you're right. He's 5'3", 300 pounds.
See,
I didn't know he was that short.
Yeah, so
short.
Hugh Jackman has been playing this man since what, 2000? When the original X-Men movie came out? Was that 2000?
Shit, 15 years.
Yeah, he's been Wolverine for a while, but
yeah,
I do remember him saying that when he said he didn't want to play Wolverine anymore. He said once Disney like took over the Marvel movies, he did say that he was willing to come back if Disney did the story.
Yeah, and lo and behold, because he said he always wanted to be a part of that universe.
Yeah.
And now we got it, and I am so excited. Like, I cannot wait.
This third Deadpool movie is going to be so hype.
Amazing.
Like, it's going to be. I think there's going to be so many cameos and so many things now that Deadpool is actually part of the Marvel universe. The MCU is going to be.
Well, and the MCU has a very good track record when it comes to third movies. Captain America's third movie, Civil War, fire. Spider-Man, No Way Home, fire. Thor Ragnarok, fire. Iron Man 3, we're going to skip that one. But, the rest of them have been really good. So
Iron Man 3 wasn't horrible, though.
It wasn't great neither.
It was better now that we know the Mandarin is real.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah. But I wouldn't have gave it like horrible.
No,
like
I thought it was trash.
I didn't think it was trash.
I
didn't
see it.
No, I'm gonna be good. The movie wasn't good, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
it was acceptable.
I mean, it was definitely better than Fantastic Four. But
no, I was trying to be good. I was so close to saying Origins, and I didn't, because I said, you know what, I'm gonna be good. But no, I should have known. Can't stand y'all.
No, don't say y'all. I was letting it go too, because when you said I'm gonna be good, I was like, I already know where he was about to go, so I'm gonna be good too, because I ain't gonna bring it up. That's your other light-skinned brethren.
Can't stand this dude, man. I'm looking at you too, down there. That's okay. We getting another Fantastic Four movie, and they gonna get it right this time. They gonna get it
They
right.
got
If
to.
they don't get it right,
They have
I'm-
to. Because I
They're
don't.
gonna have to
think,
throw the whole MCU away if they don't get it's Marvel's first family. You can't have an MCU without the Fantastic Four, and they done messed it up twice.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And that's
You
what I'll
can't.
say. I think out of all the movies that they've had to make, like the Avengers movies, the Endgame, Infinity War, Black Panther, I don't think any movie has had more pressure than the Fantastic Four movie.
I think you should let Jon Favreau do it. I don't know if he's the director, but I would give it to him. I'm like, yo, please save this.
Yeah.
Because dude ain't missed.
No, he hasn't.
He has not missed.
Jon Favreau, I would say that is probably one of the best directors Disney has.
You know what? And I was gonna say, well, obviously he's with DC now, but I was like, yo, if Gunn would come back, but then I don't know how that would play out. I think Favreau would do a better job because really what we need is a serious Fantastic Four and not a gimmicky Fantastic Four. Like the Fantastic Four needs to be a serious team and not like the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like let the Guardians be the Guardians and let Fantastic Four be Fantastic Four. Like Reed Richards needs to be on Tony Stark Iron Man level. Like you can't F with me. I'm Reed Richards type shit.
Well, Reed Richards is the smartest man in the universe. Like it's been said a million times. Like Reed Richards is the smartest man in the universe, and they really need to capitalize on that. They really need to showcase that on a
especially after the way they did him in the Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah,
like, Scarlet Witch handled him too easily. And like I know it's Scarlet Witch, like you have to showcase her power too. But Reed Richards should have been smarter than that. Like
there should have been a contingency plan for the contingency plan, just in case the contingency plan fails. Like that's the type of Reed Richards that we needed to see, and we saw, a Play-Doh play set. Like that wasn't fair.
It wasn't.
Oh,
and then,
man.
like, just to add on to the fact of how they did characters wrong, like she shouldn't have handled Professor X like that. Like, especially once you learn that she didn't snap his neck, she tore his face in half. Like, I was about to say,
the disrespect. The disrespect.
Somebody slowed down the video. No, somebody slowed the video down, and what she did is she grabbed the top half of his face and the bottom half of his face and ripped it apart.
Oh,
God dang, well, that is brutal.
That's why I was like,
yeah, but Scarlet Witch is nobody to play with.
She is a problem, but I'm just saying Professor X could have put up just a little bit more of a fight, just a little bit more of a fight in his realm, like in the mind, like just a little bit more of a fight. That's all I'm saying. Just that dude,
he's so decrepit. Like he's just so old. Even in the dream world, he's old.
I
mean, he's just so decrepit.
Oh man,
lay off that man.
Except for X-Men Class 1 or some shit where he was super young. First Class, what was that?
Yeah, it
First
was
Class.
First Class,
which was probably the best X-Men movie, in my opinion.
Best? Is it the best one?
First Class?
I loved First Class.
Really?
I did.
Really?
Well, are we talking about like on
better than Days of Future Past?
Days of Future Past was terrible.
Days of Future Past.
We started.
The one after First Class? Is that the one you're talking about? Or are you talking about the one back?
I think that was right after the.
Yeah, Days of Future Past is where Wolverine goes back in time to stop the Sentinel program from killing all the mutants in the future. Yeah, and you got like Halle Berry as Storm, and you got Ian McKellen as Magneto, and all of them in the future, and then you've got the young X-Men in the past.
Yeah, that's the second one. Yeah, I didn't like that one.
Timelines didn't. You know what? Nah,
timelines didn't add up.
The timeline added up literally perfectly.
No, you are fucking.
This dude don't know what he's talking about. Revoke his credentials.
That's what I'm talking about. Come on, we're talking about the guy that likes Fantastic Four here. Get
the one that had
the,
Gambit.
your
That's the one
shit
that had
is
Gambit,
irrelevant.
right? No, that didn't.
First of all, if there's one thing I understand, it's mutants, and that movie lined up perfectly, literally perfectly. How could you gonna tell me Origins is better? Because I'm waiting to hear that one.
Hold on, who said that?
You
like
You know what's crazy?
Days of Future Past.
The worst one.
The one that Adrian mentioned has a better review than First Class.
Thank
Rotten Tomatoes
you.
gave it 90%, and they gave that one 80%, 86%. So apparently,
I think you're thinking about Apocalypse, bro.
no, I hate Apocalypse, but I didn't really like Days of Future Past, man.
You might need to go back and watch that one again.
I did watch it. It's my opinion, fucker. I don't like it.
Well, you're wrong. Your opinion is dead wrong.
You know what?
You lied to the viewers and the audience.
I'm not lying to nobody. I like First Class
I was
better.
about to say I like both of them. I won't say one is better than the. I will say Apocalypse was the worst one out of all of them.
Apocalypse was terrible.
Out of Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, nah. That was,
See, I bet you Adrian liked Dark Phoenix.
I didn't even watch that one.
I bet you did.
Again, it got too bad of a review for me to be interested in. I was like, look, I already saw Apocalypse. If this one's rated worse than that, I'm good. Like, it's okay. They got it right at First Class, and then they got a little bit better at Days of Future Past, and then that shit dropped like a rock. And I was like, you know what? It's okay.
Yeah.
They tried.
I was about to say
the
as
effort
per
that counts.
usual, because that Fox made that one, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Fox made those too.
So yeah, it was about time for them to give it up. Give it up.
It's the same math as the first time Fox did the X-Men. First X-Men was good. Second one was great. And then that third one just fell like a rock. Like, it's the same math. They said, you know what? Just replicate exactly what we did in the early 2000s. Same math. Line it up.
Say one thing about the X-Men, like along the lines with them not doing a good Fantastic Four. I need a good Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because
we do need a good Phoenix.
The first Jean Grey Phoenix was a little like, The second one was worse. And then I'm like, yo, can we get just one good Phoenix?
Who would you cast?
Now that I don't know.
The fact that you get Sansa Stark to play Phoenix and you just somehow screw it up, I'm just like, what happened? Like, what happened?
Bad writing, man. Bad writing. That was probably the same person that wrote that last season of Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Let the Starbucks cup in there.
the fact that I don't know if you even know this, Kes, like, but you had both characters from Game of Thrones in as mutants. You remember the New Mutants? Arya Stark played, I think it was Wolfbane.
Oh, you talking about the show New Mutants?
No, the movie.
Was it a good movie?
You didn't watch the movie New Mutants?
I don't think I did. No, I didn't.
I
Not
didn't
yet.
see it. Was it good?
I heard it was good. It's one of those movies I just haven't made it to yet. But I heard it was good.
It's nothing to hit home about. I mean, it's to me, it was decent for what it was.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say that it was terrible, but I'm not gonna say that it was great either.
Okay.
It was good. It's good for free, but not pay for.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for it.
There we go.
Yeah.
But anywho, She-Hulk, what y'all rate it?
I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
Ooh, okay. I don't know. I give it like a. Are we rating this? All right.
I give it a 9.2. I really enjoyed it.
Oh shit!
I enjoyed it a lot.
Because they won me over with Daredevil. That was a big thing. Like if
Daredevil
would have just showed up, if Daredevil would have just showed up and like made a quick cameo, I probably would have rated like an 8. But that whole like connection, Daredevil clearing the warehouse, him being a little bit more comical in this one, and then him doing the walk of shame, like all of that, I was like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah,
this
this was good cinema.
I only gave it an 8 because Daredevil came in. Daredevil gave it a point. Give it an 8. I was more like the 7.5 range. My opinion.
Yeah, I'm gonna be with Dash. I'm gonna say this one's about an 8.
Okay.
It was great, but at the end of the day, especially comparing it to all the other MCU shows, I mean, don't get me wrong, it was great, but I'm still gonna give it like an 8.
I will say that not to change the score or anything, but I will say it's kind of hard to compare it to all the other ones because this was like a lot more comical. This was more of a comedy than like the rest of them have been more serious, more action oriented. Because even like the big action scene that was supposed to happen at the end, she stopped it and went to go talk to Robot Kevin. like it was supposed to be goofy. Like I'm not trying to change the score, just saying that's how I was looking at it. That's
I feel like for me, I felt like Loki had more comedy in it, just because his humor alone is just funny to me. Like that dude always presents himself as like he's like Vegeta. Like this dude wants you to know who he is every time he walks in the room. He's like, dude, I am the god of mischief, and then they like tase him with a little stick and like put a little variant jacket on him. Like that is funny to me.
I kind of feel like you just disrespected Vegeta, but I'm gonna let you keep talking. Like,
tell me I'm wrong though.
I'm still trying to process. No, I'm trying to process because I feel like you're disrespecting Vegeta, but not disrespecting him.
I mean, it's a comparison.
To his point, though, it's kind of I get what he's saying from
good comparison.
It's the only comparison I could think of at the time.
Put it in my books.
Hey man, that shoe fit like that. I'm the Prince of Saiyans. I am the Lord of Mischief. Like it's the same. Like they always come in commanding respect, and then they get handled or dealt with, and it's okay. That's just the role.
First off, see, there's the disrespect. I knew it was.
Oh, my bad. I should have stopped one sentence ago.
Right there. I knew it was coming. I was waiting on it.
But see,
real quick,
it's okay because.
Can you say a time where Vegeta like didn't get handled after coming in announcing he's the Prince of all Saiyans?
Shark dogs.
After he beat the first person, then he gets powered up and then he gets beat. That's how it usually happens.
I'm just saying though, he'll come in and say, "I am the Prince of Saiyans," and be all cocky, and then he get his butt whooped, and then Goku comes in and saves the day. That's just
it's the same right arm that gets hit.
That's like the common thing in every arc.
No, look, y'all go quick
and
besmirching
the one time
fight all y'all.
The one time he was getting Goku, he had to switch sides and get possessed by Majin Buu.
Hey, cuz you got to do what you got to do to get power.
I'm just saying.
Telly still would have lost if Goku was serious. So
yeah, okay. I'll change my comparison, Camden. Just okay. So
how's he do?
No. I'll change my comparison for you, Camden. Let's say he is the comic book Tony Stark. Because, comic book Tony Stark, that dude will fly into, no man's land and get his armor ripped off his body, and then he's sending home and beacon the War Machine. He like, yo, they effed me up. Come get me. And War Machine come in and save the day in his black, his inconspicuous armor, not the bright fancy stuff. But, it's the same. Huh?
We talk about Terrence Howard.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. I wanted my own armor movie, man. I want to be Armor Wars, man.
Yeah, next time, man.
You screwed that up, man.
Oh, big time, man. You should have never said what you said, man. You should have took that check and kept it moving, man.
Well, everybody
got 2 9s and 8, correct? For She-Hulk? That's allegedly
2 9s, 2 8s, yeah.
I got 9.2.
We rounding 2 9s and 2 8s.
9.2. Everybody go see it. I hope you enjoy it because I did, and it's a good time.
If you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out.
For sure.
And what's next?
If we haven't spoiled it too much for you.
Wakanda forever.
Oh, we didn't say no spoiler.
Yeah, we didn't say that.
I'm very.
It wasn't my fault. My audio wasn't working.
Oh, we're past that. I'm very iffy about that movie, man. I don't know how I feel about it.
Did you
Wakanda
say
forever?
you're iffy? Yo, don't we got a podcast?
No,
We gotta
I
do
mean, I
another
feel
one.
him. I feel him though. I feel
I
him.
mean,
Let's wrap it out.
the way they changed it,
Hold up,
and
no. I feel personally attacked. What you mean? Y'all are
I feel
iffy.
personally attacked.
I don't know how. I mean,
It's impossible for them to carry on this legacy of these movies without
after
the
we
person that made them so great.
yes, like
Oh, okay.
I felt like you should just kind of left it alone and just leave
So
it
you
at that.
saying
Like,
you're iffy about Shuri taking over? That's what you're iffy
yes,
about.
yeah,
No, it's not even really Shuri taking over. I know that they say they pay tribute to either T'Challa or Chadwick in the movie. Like, I understand that had to take place for the movie to be a thing. But at the same time, it's just hard for me to picture someone else being Black Panther, regardless man or woman. Like, I don't know if I would have liked Michael B. Jordan, and that would have been easy to write in. And I don't know if I would have liked him as Black Panther. Like, I don't know if I would have. Go ahead.
You can't make Killmonger Black Panther. You can't.
I also feel like people are going to movies for the wrong reason this time too. Like they go into it as far as because it's all black cast and what they're going to gauge it to compared to the first one. I think they'll rate it bad because the reason they go into movies for a completely different reason. If that
Bro,
makes sense.
people are going to see it because they're finally bringing in Namor.
I was
Like the
about to
old
say,
comic book
Namor-
kids and shit like that.
Namor is
They're-
older than Aquaman.
Yeah,
Like,
Namor.
Namor is like one of the
Isn't
original-
Namor like the first mutant?
Yeah.
No,
So- isn't he the first one?
no,
I'm talking about in the comic books though. Like as
No.
far as
Yeah.
like, who was
no.
first?
The first mutant is Apocalypse.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about as far as like who they showed in comics.
Yeah.
When
Like,
you talk
who
about comic
debuted
releases-
as the first mutant?
Yeah.
Well, he was an Atlantean. He wasn't a mutant.
I think they do consider him a mutant though.
Yeah, I'm
That's what I'm
almost
saying.
positive they consider him a mutant.
Oh gosh.
Anyways, I feel y'all, but at the same time, like Shuri was always going to become Black Panther at some point. Like in comic books, she becomes Black Panther.
Oh, that's okay. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I
And-
just feel like the reason people are going is for a different reason, and I understand continuing the legacy. I just kind of felt like it was one thing she kind of just left alone.
Well,
Like, there's certain people who
now-
just play the
I just wish that they dude. They're bringing in the Atlanteans. They're bringing in Namor, which is an anti-hero. They're bringing in the world knows
Ironheart.
Ironheart, yes, which is huge. They're bringing in now Wakanda is known. So
Known and thriving and threatened.
yes. So I mean, this movie's gonna play a lot of implications.
This is I like how it seems like they're going to play a lot more politics in this one.
Yeah.
Especially since they're going
Especially with Namor and his people rising to the surface and being like,
ready for the smoke.
yeah, because somebody's trampling on a turf, man, and he's like, nah, I ain't about that life. Yeah. Yeah, y'all don't need to do that.
Yeah, I think this is about to be fire. But hey, we'll see. We'll definitely be
we'll see.
reviewing it.
Yep.
And speaking
And
of that,
I'm ready.
we got new merch out. And it has
Get it.
has a Black Panther logo on it, but all the proceeds from those shirt sales is going to charity. I haven't quite decided which charity yet, but it will be going to charity.
The Negro Fund.
So yeah.
Play.
So y'all make sure y'all go cop one. And go wear it for the
Like
the
colon
premiere.
cancer, that'd be a good one.
Is there
for
one
you?
specifically for that? I know
I'm
there's like men.
If I'm not mistaken, probably Chadwick Boseman does have. There was a foundation made for that, or there was
Oh.
one out there. I mean, I could look.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we'll check it. Like I said, we'll post whenever
American
we figure out which
Cancer
one we're gonna give it
Society.
to.
That's one.
I thought about that one too, and St. Jude.
Yeah.
But either way, we'll figure it out. But like I said, go check out She-Hulk. Like I said, you already know what my score was. Go check it out. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all coming back and watching us. But until next time, I'm Keston.
Camden.
Adrian.
in there.
And we out. Love y'all.